Okay, in this video, we're going to cover for you, get down to the nitty gritty of the individual items within the quote. So the first one we'll start is base prices 101. So essentially we'll outline what is a base price and what does it include. Essentially, a base price represents the price for the builder's standard inclusions only. Now, they're usually presented on the right-hand side, you'll see this detailed document. They're usually presented in some format like this, and they're otherwise known as inclusions documents or specification documents because they do specify, in most cases, the specific details using a fair bit of jargon as well of what it is you get. So when you buy that house, these are the inclusions you get, and therefore here's the base price that that house will cost. Now it is more complex than this, but essentially the builder works out the cost of materials and then the cost to construct, like the labour for each home design. Then sometimes they'll put in a promotional allowance. So let's just say for easy numbers, a builder may say, okay, it cost me $5 to get the materials for that house, it cost me $5 to construct it and process it, and for drafting and all those other expenses. We're going to put in a $5 marketing spend. So that's the cost of getting inquiries or paying for display homes and things like that. And then we're going to put a $5 profit on. So let's say it's a $20 cost for that house, obviously, just to help explain the numbers. Okay, so that's roughly how it works. They can't provide the site costs, as you've learned in sort of briefly in the previous couple of videos up front, because it depends on the land. So what they do is that they have the known quantities, which is the materials, the labour, the cost for drafting, etc., as I said, and they price that up and give you a base price. Okay, so base price is pretty much, most of the time, it's an entry level model that covers the basic inclusions, a few facades, and a promotion. Now, sometimes, like in our case, we have a bit of a higher base price because deliberately we include pretty much everything you need. The upgrade spend with our jobs would be minimal. Be lucky to be $2,000 or $3,000, and some builders follow the same strategy. They have a great level of inclusion, standard, upfront, easily understood by you, but they have less promotion available as a result. Okay, so that's what a base price, I guess that's what standard inclusions represent. One of the things we find that they can vary so much. So with the previous video, we talked about what's included in a base price, in a quotation, but also showed you 4 different builder types and how they may word their quotations. Okay, so that's what makes it so hard for you to compare. Okay, so as you learnt in that video, some may include the very basic of basic in their standard inclusions, really cheap base price, but it leaves you to pay full price for every upgrade thereafter. So for example, they may not even include flooring in their base price, and then you have to pay full price for that or get a promotional pack. Others, like I said, like us, and there are others who do the same model, they go the other way. They include as much as they can. Actually makes life easier for you because you're not having to navigate what is and what isn't included. But as I said, they have less money left for promotion available because it's already all put in there in value for the base price. To better understand, a little tip there, to better understand base prices and inclusions, see if you can go on their website and find virtual tours or visual references. So on the right, you'll see here a couple of ours. So here's a virtual tour. We call it the Real Home, Real Inclusions virtual tour. You can find that on our website. Basically, that's us walking through a standard home and all the little ticks are showing you what's included, and a couple of little red ones there, which is a bit of an information, a bit of a tip on something to help learn. So yeah, we've got that on our site, and builders, have a lot of virtual tours these days. And also a visual reference like this is pretty much some call outs, some items listed with photos and the little call outs. Okay, so they're becoming more common among builders to provide you with this to give you a better understanding than the detailed document I showed you on the previous slide. So now that you understand base prices, standard inclusions a little bit better, the next time you see promotions like the ones on the right, just don't get too phased by it. Okay, so homes starting from 209, etc., etc. These are older. I've picked older ones deliberately because they're not relevant today. 209, 169, 129, from. But now you've learned the one thing is that, well, that won't include site costs. It won't include this, that, and the other thing. It may not even include any promotional value for upgrades. So everything will be on top of that base price. You technically, the way they advertise it, you technically can purchase that home for that price. okay, but it will always have stuff like this, excludes site costs and land, and you'll see these little asterisks everywhere, okay? They're designed to get your attention, these promotions. You have to understand that. Some of the most common items we see that are not in base prices, these are not meaning to plug us too much in that respect and promote H&L Victoria, but these are items that we include as standard because we find that most don't include them, but they're just something as a list for you to be wary of. Obviously, turnkey items, something that most people do after handover if they pick most builders. We like to include all that as well, but but by no means that's okay. Encouraging you to choose us. It's just some people prefer turnkey and some don't. Okay, so if you don't have turnkey, look out for these things. They'll cost you extra. Save up the money and get those done after handover. External items like some facades, brick above windows is one, fly screens, etc. The flooring, higher ceilings, downlights, cooling, cabinet to laundry, not that metal trough. Stone bench tops, overhead covers, dishwasher, towel rails. Privacy glass to ensuite and bathrooms, another one that you find commonly missed. Okay, so there's a little list for you that you can use as you see fit, and hopefully that helps you. Okay, jumped ahead there to the next one. So yeah, that's everything on that topic on base prices. So we will see you for the next video.